So over the years, I've kind of formulated a method of getting in the right headspace and just making sure each session is as fun and as optimal as possible, right? So I'm training planche right now. Planche is my main goal, along with one or two other things. But as you know, if you've been training calisthenics, it can get a bit repetitive, right? You're kind of doing most of the same movements over and over and over. And sometimes you hit plateaus where you're not seeing progress and you can lose a little bit of motivation from that, right? And so some of the things that I've either come up with or seen, some of the things I'm talking about here, have actually helped me a lot in dealing with this, dealing with the repetition. Like, even though I'm sure you know the journey is super, super fun, but it can also be a bit tiring, right? So yeah, let's start. So the first thing that not really that I do, but just I make sure that it happens is, one, to be well rested, and two, to have a meal before my workout. And I'm sure it's different for everyone, but for me at least, having some sort of food in me before I train helps a lot, right? I'm really bad when I fast, like if I'm fasted. So that's why I typically do my workout at the end of the day rather than in the morning, because one, I just feel more like stretched out and like flexible, and two, it means I have food in me, so I'm happy. The other thing I mentioned was being well rested, and again, for me, this doesn't have to be your experience, but I feel a lot better when I'm well rested. Now, I don't know how many hours I sleep. I don't really track that anymore, but I'm pretty sure it's around 8.5, 9. And I can really feel a difference when I've lost sleep on a certain day. And so if I haven't slept that well, or if I didn't sleep very much, I would typically just save my energy for that day and move my workout to the next day, because in my opinion, I'd rather have a good workout the next day rather than a bad one today, which kind of hard sometimes because I really like training. But yeah, for the strength, I'm willing to wait. But you don't have to do that. If you haven't slept that well, or if you have a different opinion, by all means, go for it. It's just my experience. The second thing is kind of getting into the right setting for it. So imagine you're doing a workout, or doing a workout. You're not going to be putting on some meditation music, right? See, there's basically a different mindset for different things, right? And so just like a meditation music wouldn't work well for a workout music wouldn't work if you're trying to relax or if you're trying to meditate, right? And so what I make sure to do is, one, either watch some sort of planche video or watch videos of people who can do the skill, which for me, it makes me feel more motivated because it looks like it's an easier skill. So for example, if I'm training planche, I'd watch people that are very good in planche because it makes me feel lighter for some reason. That's just my experience. If you think that you'd lose motivation from that, then definitely do not do that. But that's just something that works for me. The second thing is the music, right? When I work out, I typically listen to music that I like and that I've seen other people use in their workout videos. So for me, I get the most motivated when I see a clip of someone either doing a cool trick or doing something hard, right? I typically like the music a lot more when I see that rather than if it was just music alone. So, for example, I saw this clip recently where a guy does a muscle up, but it's like no dip, and the music he was using, I now use that for my workout because that's what I think of. And it really helps me, which I don't think I've really seen anyone talk about, but I just wanted to mention that. The other thing, which I know maybe you wouldn't be able to control if you're in a place where it gets super warm, but I can't really work out that well when it's super hot or when I'm in direct sunlight. I just get a lot more tired, and so I try to make sure I'm in a cool area or a cool place, somewhere with AC or with a fan. And sometimes that's unavoidable, right? Sometimes it's like 105 degrees and the gym is just as hot. So sometimes you can't really do much about it, but when I can, I try to get to a cool place. And this really allows me not to get too tired too easily, and it allows me to get a good workout in, right? So yeah, that's really all I can think of. Yeah, hope I helped.